Hello everyone, and welcome back to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. In this episode, I think we will turn off the realistic mode for good from now on, but don't worry, we will still operate under the rules of a realistic mode, but we will have to replace some of the roads that were destroyed by that little upgrade bug, and you know what, that will force my hand, and yes, I think from now on we will have the realistic mode turned off. Basically, if you remember, when we were trying to check whether or not the roads in the new town were correct, there was some kind of a bug, and that made these highways upgraded to a asphalt road with lights, and obviously that is going to be way too much of an undertaking and it would be completely pointless. So we had to delete all those roads because we can only upgrade, we cannot downgrade, and that forced our hand. Unfortunate, but cannot be helped. And we also had to, delete the roads around the actual steel production. And yes, that also means that we will work a little bit more around here. Basically, we'll put down some extra storages, a heating plant, and yes, we will have to replace that big viaduct, but don't worry, we will replace them with a couple of smaller ones. But you know what, they will be fine as well. Anyways, let's not waste any more time and let's get into it. Alrighty then, let's get started. Okay then, so, in the last episode, we had to delete this long road going to the oil fields because there was a small bug with the, the road upgrade tool, and that messed up that road, also a couple of roads around the actual oil fields. So we had to delete them, and unfortunately that also means that, we have to rebuild them. But, because this was thanks to a bug, I had decided that no, we will not do this manually again. I will go into unrealistic mode and just build it with money. And we will build it with dollars because, I guess that makes sense. We are using rubles primarily, so let's just use dollars for this. So, for that, go into the game settings, realistic mode disabled. And I was thinking, yes, we are not actually selling steel yet, but in terms of financials, I think we are in the green. And I am leaning towards actually disabling realistic mode for good. I don't know, I will have to think about this. For now, let's just build this road out. So, there, citizen happiness, which one? You. You're one of the new ones, right? No, we moved... No, wait. No, this is the new ones in the inside. So what are you complaining about? Everything looks okay. Yeah, okay, we don't have enough workplaces apparently. Do we need to increase the number of buses running on this line or just upgrade them? Yeah, I think we just need to upgrade them. Okay then, let me see. Upgrade tool, you. This one will obviously use rubles. So let me see. Buses. There. And I would like to use this 155. I think that should be okay. Let me see. Go by speed, I suppose. We could go for the Skodas. 65, 68. Yeah, let's just go for the Skoda buses, I suppose. So you guys, and not auto replace. I think I will just go for a bunch of manual replacement like this. Yes, this will cut on the actual traffic for a little bit, but I think it's going to be acceptable. Because, the new buses will have to come in from the border, but that should be okay. Which line uses these buses? I believe it is only for the line going to the chemical factory, right? I think so. I suppose we can check one of you guys. You are going to, yeah, the free bus station. Yeah, that is the chemical factory. I don't want to auto replace all of these YA6s. We have a lot of them, and let me see, that one and that one. I believe we have, how many buses in here? 1, 2. Oh, we already replaced one of them. Okay, fine, let's replace all of them. So let's just do it all in one go. Why are you not replacing? I think that might be all of them. I suppose we can check. Let me see. List of lines. The one going to the industrial sector, this one commuter industry. So we have, yeah, all the Skoda buses are now here. That's good. The construction yard, those are fine. I think we only use workers for the 2 production plants, so we don't need a lot of people there. That's fine. The chemical plant are using the ZIS buses. That's fine. And we only have the rest of the buses in the construction yard, I believe. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how many buses do we have left? 9. Yeah, that sounds about right. Because of the 4 that go into the construction yard. So why can't I replace these? Are they too damaged or something? Let's take a look. Age of vehicle. No, damage-wise they are pretty alright. So I don't know why we cannot replace them. I suppose I will just sell them and buy new ones, it's fine. Oh, is it because of the money? Let me see, what is the price of those new ones, the Skoda ones? No, I don't think that was the... Oh, yeah, that was the money. Okay, never mind. It's fine, let's just borrow 5 years and 100,000 once again. Borrow the money and just replace all of them now. 1, 2. Yeah, sure, go for the this as well. There. Now we only have Skoda buses. Whatever, it's fine. And let's just replace the ones that we have sold. So this one, the Skoda, that's it. Oh, right, realistic mode is turned off, so we summon them immediately, but you know what? Whatever, it's fine. So, about this one. For this one, I will turn on the dollar auto build mode, because, well, we might as well go for it immediately. So, I will replace the gravel roads, obviously. I don't want to build anything that is, you know, more advanced that we have before. So something like this should do, and hook these together. And there we go. So yeah, now we just need to make sure that we reach the original construction site right here. That's going to take a while, so yeah, please just give me a second, please. Okay, I think we are back to basically square one. Fingers crossed that this doesn't happen again. Well, I did increase the autosave frequency, so if this something like this happens again, I will try to maybe reload a previous save, hopefully that will help. But yeah, this was a, well, not a very good thing for us to happen. Anyways, next up, so we did upgrade the bosses, that's fine now. Next up, well, I have been reminded that I didn't start buying prefab panels for the rail construction office, and that prevents the construction of the bridges, because I do believe, yeah, they require prefabs. Okay then, so we need to start buying some prefab panels. Not a problem, just go to this distribution office and you can start unloading prefab panels at the storage right here and buy them at the customs house. Right, so we should have vehicles coming in. Yep, they are bringing prefab panels. Good. Okay, so bridge construction should be back on tracks. Good. Then what else? Let me see. Someone told me in the comments, thanks again for the reminder, that maybe not all of these construction offices have their reconstruction threshold set. Let's take a look. That's 30%. That's good. 30%. And this guy. Right, this one I didn't set. Thanks for reminding me. Although, you know, most of the reconstructions are happening in town, and here we have people in range, so I don't think that was a problem. In fact, we only have 2 active reconstructions. But anyways, now people should be a lot happier, and we still didn't cut down on the unemployment. Are we spacing out this one? Yes. Construction yard, yes. Chemical plant. So the commuter lines are spaced out. And we have plenty of, yeah, we have plenty of empty workplaces here. Not great. Oh well. It's not the end of the world. Anyways, I think we can get back to the original task, which was the steel town. And speaking of the steel, we still need to sort this one out, because this one was also hit by that road upgrade bug. So here, let's just you know what, I think this is a good opportunity for us, because this is an industrial part of town, or the part of the map, and well, what is more industrial than panel roads? Let's just go for these instead. So, let's just have the original road once again coming down this way. You hook into that one. I believe that this was the original idea. Something like this. Then you hook up there. We are building. Okay, I will go back to build by with resources, and I will not go back to realistic mode at this point. I will just use this mode from now on, and if we have to, you know, build something automatically, we will just switch over to dollars or rubles. It's fine. At this point I am not all that bothered about it. So there, you need to go exactly, and that is pretty much perfect. In fact, I think this driveway was a little bit misaligned previously, but now it is better. Okay then, so this side is back to normal, apart from the small hiccup with the road construction, but oh well, I am not all that bothered about it. Money-wise, we are in the positive, so it's fine. Now, which one is the coal? I believe this is the coal processing, yes. I have been reminded that maybe we should set up a small storage for the processed coal. Most of it will go towards the steel, but I still want to have a pickup point for the domestic consumption. So tell you what, let's just move out the terrain here. We are back to using manual construction, so we should be using our own vehicles from now on. Let's just set up a small storage right here and then hook it into the rail network. Let's take a look. So do we have output for... Ooh, not really. Well, you know what? I think this might be okay because we might want to prioritize the output of this place. So priority goes towards the steel plant and the rest will go towards the storage. Now, can we use priorities on these conveyor lifts or conveyor engines? I believe that we can. Okay then, so what is the difference between these? Is it just a model? No, the icons appear to be the same. There's a small difference in construction costs, so they should be different, but their statistics are exactly the same. Oh, right, is the height, right? Yeah, that must be it. Okay then, so... Oh, right, and the point of the connection at the output. Okay, it is coming back to me now. So if we put it, I don't know, here, it should be okay. So basically we can route the output both to the south and to the north. Yeah, in fact, as a penance, I will destroy this road. I will leave this one, but we need some room for the actual conveyor engine. So we need to split off, not merge, so we need to use this one. We preferably should have the output on the top, so something like this. Right. Let's just make sure that the input is accessible. So that will do. You hook up there. Maybe a slightly better aligned. Yeah, that will do. And you can go into any of these inputs. Yeah, that will do perfectly fine. Okay, so build that one instead and don't build this one. And then we will have one coming down to the storage. Which means, first, let's hook up the road connection. So you delete that node. And you hook up. Fine, curve a little bit, it's okay. So, next we need to bring down the other road. Can we please try to make this work? Bring it out a little bit and maybe create a bit of curvature in the... yeah, that will do. Sure. I will be okay with that. Bring this one out. You hook up there. You go ahead, hook up there. Finalize. Now, from now on, we need to be careful where we click. I still don't want to use auto construction, at least until the steel production is completed. Anyways, can we route the conveyor belt? I think we should be able to. Yeah, we are going to be okay. So, finally place down the storage, and also we need to leave some space for the train loading, but that's fine. Or any of these have a rail connections? I don't think so. No. Well, it was worth a check. Okay, I think I will go for a... this one is a little bit much. Let's just go for this one. A regular size, I suppose, will do. So, if I put you here, is this going to be enough space for the conveyor belt? So, there. Please tell me you can hook up. No, you cannot. I suppose we need to leave a bit more space. I believe the input is... No, it's not high enough. But if we use this one, that's going to be high enough. That means that this might require a bit more space this way. There we go. Exactly what I wanted to achieve. So I do believe these engines have a priority system, so we can prioritize the one going towards this steel mill. Yes, I suppose at this point I could build one on the side from dollars and check, but I am relatively confident that it has a priority system. Anyways, tunnel road, you can hook up right here. And now we just need to set up a rail connection. I think right here, obviously. So aggregates, loading for trains. We don't really need to have a big one, but I think this one will be a little bit too small. Well, I suppose we can use this one instead, it's fine. So this one needs to have the loading. You can go, yeah, here, there, and obviously hook up the road connection there. So conveyor belt going to the loading station, and now I think instead of building out or extending the plateau more this way, I will try to extend just a little bit for the rails, and maybe we can route it through here in this kind of a deal and hook up right here. I think that should be okay. And yeah, I think this viaduct will not be built. I will just use this one, but you know, we still have a dip right here, so we'll still have a viaduct, but not as impressive as this one. I'm sorry, but you know, we still have this one going for us. Once again, it's not as impressive, but this one is going to look nice as well. But yeah, I think I have made the decision to not build this one, because financially speaking, it doesn't make any kind of realistic sense. And hey, at least this one can be turned into a double-tracked kind of a viaduct instead of this single-tracked one. So it should be a little bit more efficient as well. So yeah, I know a lot of you, including me, really like the idea of this one, but with this one in play, it doesn't really make any kind of sense to build this one now. So I'm sorry, but this one will have to go. Yeah, there we go. So let me just cut this one back a little bit. So maybe we can create a proper little landing for the tracks. Yeah, we will need to build a bit of a viaduct here as well. And we still need to set up the heating plant too. I think maybe we can build it here, feed it from this storage too. So that will be kind of nice. And then bring a road here and the rails. So anyways, let's create a kind of a landing zone for the rail tracks. There we go, something to aim for. Alrighty then, so everything else appears to be okay at this point, I think. So we have a way to create a domestic source of coal, and yeah, I think I will be okay with this from now on. Right, so the heating plant, I think I will try to make sure that it is able to reach at least the center of town. So let's take a look. So measuring tool out, and from here, 1 kilometer, let's say, maybe right here. Maybe here, and I think if we build out a, maybe not a singular heat exchanger, maybe a small cluster, that might do the trick. Maybe one here, another one here and here. I think that's going to be okay. And this one can heat this corner of town, and these two should be able to basically lessen the load on this one. I think that sounds about right. Okay, so let's build a heating plant right here. Obviously, that requires quite a bit of space, so let's level this place down next. I think for such a small town, a small heating plant will be enough. Let me see, 3, the output is 3 gigajoules. I think this one will be enough, right? Or should we just go for this one? This one is 140 gigajoules. I mean, yeah, let's just play it safe. Let's build the proper heating plant. It will be a bit more polluting, but you know what, it's fine. Input from that way. Maybe just line it up with the grid. Not going to hurt. So that lines up 90 degrees, and that will do. So we will feed it from the coal storage, but can we make a direct connections? I don't think we can. I think it's not going to be long enough. You see, from up here, yeah, it's too long. That's fine. We can include a conveyor engine right in the middle. So if we measure out from here to here, that is 574 meters. Let's just go for, I don't know, something along these lines, I suppose. Yeah, I think that will do. Okay, so include a conveyor engine right around here. This one just need to be an overpass. Does that? Yeah, I think that one will do. Okay, and you see, you can go right there. So, can you please hook in there? No, too long. Okay. What about you to there? You can do that one. Okay, that's fine. So this one needs to be a bit closer. But just how closer? That is the question now. What if 4 dots closer? Okay, you can do that one. 275 meters. And you, please work. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. Okay, so that will do it. Okay, you can go away and finalize. And now we just need to hook it into the road network, and that is pretty much it. Yeah, I suppose we can create a small branch off around here. Anyway, to make it look nice. You will continue this way, that's fine. You can continue down this way. You hook in there. And this one will continue this way. Now this, I think, will be a dead end, but we will need to have... Wait, this was the original way out. Yeah, you know what? That makes a bit more sense. Let's just use this one instead. Also, please go away, thank you. Yeah, obviously a level crossing for this one doesn't really matter. There, that will do. Create a small piece of road here, so this one can hook into it. And as I said, this side, this one will be a small dead end. Let me see, can I make it? Yeah, that will do quite nicely. And this one will continue towards the town. So something like this, and you will branch off here and hook in right there. Yeah, I think that will be quite alright. Okay then, so as I said, this one will continue to the town. And for this one, I think we can branch off right here. For a single level crossing will be just fine for this. I am not really worried about the road. So yeah, this is just going to the industrial sector, so that's fine. Maybe create a small ramp going down this hill. Something like that. Maybe a bit more smooth. Yeah, that's going to be fine. And you hook into this road. Now, this is just going to be a road, so this one doesn't really require too strict grading. Let's just have it go down here. There. Let me see, how does this one look? You know what? For this one, I will build a small bridge. Yeah, from here to here, maybe. Let me see. Yeah, okay, I did land on the correct contour lines by accident, I think. So yeah, let's just build a small bridge like this. Can I make it maybe a tiny bit more curved? Yeah, I think that will do quite nicely. So we can finalize all this now. Now, as for the rail connection, as I've said, yes, we will turn this one into a four-way junction, and we will start a small viaduct here, and we might be able to go all the way. Although, I think we will have a small section here that is going to be on the ground, then continue up here. In fact, you know what, let's just measure it out. So, you will start here. You will go across the road, I think. So we might have a level crossing here. But we need to come up here, so maybe we will have... let me see. Let's take out the measuring stick. From here, let's have a small turn like this. And let's go for 500 meters and elevation change 60 meters. So basically we are right on the money. Let's say thereabouts. So we will have a small bridge until here. So that means we need to create a small landing, which means this. Okay then, so how does this look? I think it looks actually quite alright. This viaduct is still pretty impressive if I do say so myself. Okay, this grading on these tracks are way too steep for real life, but you know what? This is an industrial line. I think we can call this, I don't know, a ratcheted or whatever it's called, you know, when we are using chains to bring the trains up a steep hill. So yeah, I think that's going to be acceptable. This one is a bit steep as well, but you know what? For this section, I think I will be okay with this. So yeah, I think we have everything now. So yeah, we had to replace that big viaduct with a couple of smaller ones, but you know what? They still look quite impressive. Right, so I think I will be okay with the steel side of things. At least as far as I can tell, we are using this one to supply the domestic use, and yeah, I think this will do. Oh, right. A bus station for the worker drop-offs. I think maybe we can squeeze it in here. This one should be good enough. Let's take a look. A bus stop. Do we have a... I suppose if we really have to, we can use a tram stop as a narrow version. Something like this. Oh, the conveyor belt is actually interfering. Even with this one. If I put it here, I think everything is going to be in range, so that's fine. Yeah, let's just do that. So, tunnel road, you hook back up here. And let's just build the bus stop there. It's fine. So, you and a proper bus stop right here. Oh, we are ever so slightly too close. This one should work. Okay, do we have anything smaller than this? Okay, fine, let's just use the tram stop, it's fine. So you can go right there. Okay, and everything should be in range, and everything is in range. Right, okay. I think that will do. So I think the steel is good to go. Obviously, it still requires power apart from the high voltage going into the steel mill, but we will worry about that kind of stuff later. For now, stop production is fine, fire extinguished, vehicle, the containers, and that's it. Right, we still have a little bit of time on the recording, so I think I will finish up the housing for now. Or, let me see, this guy. So how far are we from the center of town? On the actual connection side, right here. If you take the curvature into consideration, let's just say, okay, delete the previous measurements, thank you. From here, we need to make a small turn. Something like this. And now, we can go this far. Right, I think we can squeeze one in here, I believe. If we are very, very careful about it. Another one maybe here. Then a couple of them can definitely go in there. Right. This is, I think... Oh, right, maybe here we can put one. That should be able to cover this side of town. And maybe another one here. I think 2 heat exchangers will do the trick for this place. Yes, I think so. Let's just take care of it now. So, heat exchanger, this one. So if I put you here, you should still be in range of the heating plant. Obviously use the big pipes. So you Yeah, it's going to be in range. That's fine. There we go. And we should be able to put one here. For this one, I think a simple gravel footpath will be enough. This is just a small maintenance entrance to the heat exchanger there. And the actual connection. Underground, big pipes. Now, let's just bring this one down for a second. So you go along the other pipe there, so 21 meters. I want to make this connection relatively nice. Let's just go there, and can I go from here to there? Not quite. Okay, fine, I suppose we can make a direct connection, but I was kind of hoping that we could maybe braid these together. Oh well, and this will have to do. So from here to here. Too long. Ah. Okay, that's going to be a problem. I believe the longest we can go is 1000 meters. Yeah, we are just barely out of range. Let me see, building in the way. Maybe if we squeeze this one through, so basically get rid of this one and rebuild it with as little curvature as possible. So you hook into this one. There, and maybe this will make it work. No, too long. Okay, fine. Let's build this on the other side of the transformer. There, and surely this is going to be close enough. Electricity problem, thank you for notification. Another loan, please. Oh, look at that, we are well over 1 million amount of available loans now. So yeah, in terms of money, we are just fine. Borrow the money. And there we go. Maybe we are even going to be able to repay all these with this loan. That would be kind of nice. Anyways, we should be able to hook this one up now. So you go ahead and hook up right here. Yes. Okay, 912 meters. If you really wanted to, I suppose we can braid them a little bit. Let me see if I go on like this. Yeah, we can do it. Okay, so you go do that and hook up right there. Good. Okay, and obviously get rid of that. Thank you. We have a lot of pipes exposed. I don't like that. Let's just try to redraw all these a little bit better this time. So this one should be okay. Yeah, it looks okay. Good. Right, so the heating should be sorted for the most part. Right, and now let me quickly finish up all this and then we'll call the episode there. So, in this part, I would like to have some kind of tall housing, I think. Also, let's just hook these together before we proceed. So that one cuts off there, and you hook up there and there. So some tall housing in this section. Let me see. I think I will first build out a small ring around whatever. I believe this is the indoor pool. So there, and yeah, this one can continue this way. That looks good. And now this is what we can build in. Let's take a look. Yeah, I think I will turn this small spot into a park or something. Or maybe, you know, garbage pickup, some other services if we have to, but for now I will leave it a green space. So you can go ahead and hook up through this way, and you can hook up right there. Right. Okay, so yeah, I think this will give us plenty of room for more workers. And here I think I will break this one into two smaller districts like this. This is going to be high density and this is going to be lower density. Right, so we have built these big houses quite a few times already, here and here and here. I think they are quite enough. Let me see if I can find something high density, but not quite this high density. Maybe these. Also, what is the 80%, the quality of the housing? 70% I don't like. Maybe we can have these. Yeah, a couple of rows of these. Although, wait, are those roads a through traffic? Maybe we can have them here instead. Create a junction right in the middle, run a road through right in the middle. And these will be the divide. Yeah, I like that idea. Okay. That means that we need to cut this one off and this one. And first, we need to place the houses. So let me see, house, residential, this one right here, but don't place the road connections just yet. Okay, I can only hope that this is going to be, you know, actually stuff can drive through it. Oh, right, and before I get carried away, this one should be more like this, so we can put in the footpaths, and the same on this side. So you go away and use this instead. Do we want to have footpaths running right through these roads as well? Because right now we don't have any nodes. Can I squeeze them in? That is the next question. So if I do this instead, I think we can. Okay, so finalize and... Okay, yeah, now we can build some footpaths. Yeah, let's just do it. So we will have footpaths running through this way and this way. There, and do this basically. Okay, I think I like it. At least so far. So let's just have something big in this section. I suppose we can build a couple of more of these tall, bright houses. So basically these. I think we cannot squeeze in two of these unless I turn them a little bit at an angle. No, I think they are simply too big. Let's just use 2 of these. You see, can I do it? No, I think these are too big as well. Although, we will never know until we try. So, if I turn them... Okay, this is the best angle that we can go for. I don't think they line up quite perfectly, but you know what? It's good enough. Okay then, so footpath wise, let's just put these guys in. Okay, the middle one will be decorative, that's fine. Right, let's finalize, and that's it. Okay, now on this side, obviously, as I've said, we will just go for a low density housing, or, well, technically speaking, this medium density. Let's just go, this one maybe, something along these kinds of lines. What do you think? Is that overkill? No, I think that's going to be alright. Now the question is, can everybody reach the tram stop? And it appears, yes, everyone can reach it. I think including these guys, but I think the actual, whatchamacallit, the route planning is a little bit bugged, but I think they will be able to reach, it's fine. Right, okay, so thanks to the tram network, everyone should be able to get everything they need. And if not, I suppose we can build a couple of local services, that's fine. And yeah, I think this place is pretty much good to go for construction. Okay, one last thing before we... You know what, no, let's do that in the next episode, because we are way over time at this point, so I think I will say goodbye now. All that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you like the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.